Kombat Kast starts now.
All right, welcome everyone to the Kombat Kast. There we go. All right, so Derek's back. If you couldn't tell,
yeah.
So welcome to Kombat Kast right before launch, where some people get to start playing the game with the early access.
It's happening. It's happening.
So very excited. We got a couple things to show you today. We're going to talk about invasions.
Yes, sir.
We're going to talk about some characters.
Shang Tsung, Reiko.
Very excited.
Reiko or Rico?
Reiko.
I'm going with Rico.
It's pronounced Reiko.
Is it Reiko?
Yes, it is.
I'm going to get that wrong forever.
Reiko.
Well,
so before we do any of that, we're going to get to a trailer that some of you have probably seen, but we always like starting out with the trailer. So here we go. Let's take a look.
Having liberated the hourglass and become keeper of time, I was free to craft a new era of peace.
As long as I've known you, you've dreamed of leaving things young. Is it so wrong to want some excitement?
The time draws near for the grand martial arts tournament between Earthrealm and the Outworld.
It has begun.
You are woefully unprepared, Earthrealmer. This will be your last battlefield.
Two Johnnies, one timeline.
Man, this has mega hit written all over it. Inferior clans who will fall to the Lin Kuei.
There will be spoils in this war.
Let us win it first, brother.
I will aid you.
If you fight tomorrow, the symptoms of your disease could manifest. Kitana will take your place.
There are already whispers she should replace me as your heir.
Your race can shapeshift.
I am your deliverer, Shang Tsung. Join me, and I will put the realms at your feet. I found my destiny.
The threat you pose ends today.
All right, and we're back. There we go. We're getting there. We're getting very close.
This is exciting.
It's upon us.
Very exciting. And more exciting things to talk about, Derek, a mode that you worked a lot on.
Oh, yeah.
I want to talk a little bit. Some people have seen a little bits and pieces of it, but we still want to go more into depth. We have some questions we found off the internet and whatnot about invasions.
Yes, invasions.
So what are invasions?
Invasions is another additional single-player mode for Mortal Kombat 1. What we've done is we've kind of taken what we did with the Towers of Time and the Crypt in previous games, and we combined them into Invasions. And Invasions is an RPG-like experience going through the different realms, or mesas as we like to call them, of Mortal Kombat 1 to defeat the invading force.
All right.
Each season is about an invading force coming into Liu Kang's timeline. And season 1 is about Hanzo Hasashi, and he has come. I'm not gonna spoil it. We're gonna show a video afterwards about that. And so every season you'll have new mesa, you'll have new content, and a new story, and a new invading boss.
Awesome, and we're gonna get into some of that too as well.
Yes.
And we have some. Do you want to start with some videos now?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
So you talked about the mesa selects.
Yes.
Let's take a look at that. So this is where it all happens.
This is where it all happens. And you see you got Scorpion looming over that one there at the end. That one would be the final mesa. And as you progress, you will unlock each one of these mesas. We don't want people to get into content that might be too hard for them, so we've also added a level of progression to the system. You'll start off in the Tea House Mesa and make your way all the way to Scorpion. And then that center mesa that we have highlighted there, that's called the Gateway. And so if you were to finish all the content of the season, but you still want to play fights and you still want to, do one thing or another, you can through the Gateway Mesa, which has constant rotating content similar to what we had in Towers of Time, where there's new daily, new hourly, new weekly, and a seasonal tower, which you should be like max level before you even start that, and there's warnings.
I was playing that the other day, and a very high-level Gearus bodied me.
Yeah.
Was it me?
About it.
No. Yeah. We named it Lanny.
Wow, that's super cool.
Yeah.
So just what we're talking about here with the mesas, there is always something to do.
Always.
And when you finish doing that stuff, you can go do more stuff.
Yes. There's always something to do in Invasions. And like I kind of touched on earlier, it definitely has RPG elements where you can allocate stats, so you can kind of like have your fighters be as strong in one category or another. And and there's elements, and there's a lot. There's
a lot to it.
Yeah, and it's neat. Like in the QA lab, you'll hear like all the hot takes. Like one person's like, "Oh, I dump all my stats into attack. I'm YOLO.
That's what I do. That's absolutely what I know.
People have a more balanced approach. There's also, you can have your stats be automatic, which is what I do.
Right.
And it just kind of balances it out.
And what people start to do is they start forming like teams, right? Depending upon what kind of challenges they're coming up to. So it really encourages you to change your characters or change your cameos frequently as well. And
helps you learn characters too.
And it helps you learn characters, yeah. And so choosing one character could give you an advantage in a fight. You're not necessarily required to do that, but once you engage more with the systems, you'll be like, ooh, I know if I pick Raiden against Sub-Zero, I'm going to win because Sub-Zero is weak to electricity.
Yeah, the min-maxers out there are going to find exactly what needs to be done, switching out every time, doing all this stuff.
Exactly. And then, like I said, each season, we'll wipe all that content and we'll make brand new content with a brand new invading force.
Dig it. Speaking of these, the places you play, almost the playboard, the mesas.
Yeah.
You want to take a look at one of those?
So they're huge and they are beautiful. And so I think one we haven't shown yet is the Tarkatan Colony. And so let's do it.
So he goes through this portal.
And
he goes into the
Tarkatan Colony.
And it's very neat because normally in a fighting game you're seeing these environments, but on the 2D plane you get kind of a limited view. And with this you can just see like this expansive version of these levels.
Huge.
These are all nodes and chests you can find.
There's secrets everywhere. And speaking of secrets, every node has a secret fight.
Which you have to figure out.
Yes. So there is a lot of content to be had.
There are also just a million like Easter eggs, in-jokes, references, little lore things, just the whole 30 years of Mortal Kombat's run. There are characters who might not be in the game, but they'll get a little shout out in invasion modes. Some of the names of nodes are really fun. Like just a simple example, early on there's a reptile fight, and the node is called Lucha La Luna.
Yep.
Little fun things like that
There we go.
fans will appreciate.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun to work on this mode, and it was just really important for us to like have progression, right? To have something where you can finish it and you can feel a level of completion each season, and you're unlocking a bunch of cool stuff along the way.
Right on. Beautiful stage. Cool. And you just go over there and you're like, oh, I need to get to that. I need to open that later.
Yep.
Like as you even fly over, you're seeing that. And you talked about RPGs earlier.
Yes.
A lot of RPGs have ways to build and craft.
Yes. And we have that too. So we have a forging system and a crafting system where you have these items which we call talisman. And as you're going through your journey of invasions, you're collecting things called components. And what you can do is go into a forge, which is a Shokan warrior named Bob. He's everywhere.
We want to show that now? Oh,
Yep.
we're showing it. We're
Yep.
showing it. There we go.
There's Bob. And so there's the Shokan warrior, and he can be found in each one of the mesas. And there's sometimes multiples of them as well. And you take these components, you collect, and you combine them with talisman to make them stronger. Or you can even change the element types with them. So if something starts off as fire, and you're like, actually, I need to turn this into ice, you can do that stuff. And there's some very wacky talisman also. And so I'm not going to really spoil too much of it, but I'm excited to see what people are able to do with this forging system. QA's been really hype about it, about like...
Yes,
yeah.
there's some that will get really, really powerful, and they'll actually have to come to you and be like, is this by design? And you'll be like, absolutely.
Yes. If it's broken and fun, yeah, we most likely did that
Right.
intentionally.
And then we're actually creating a better skull here, which I would like to say we should maybe show some of how that. You want to show that now?
Yeah. Let's do
So-
it. We're successfully going through the forge, right?
Right.
So, again, like, even the sequence just looks awesome, right? Like, forging sequence, mad props to the UI team for getting that going. And there, Bob's back to work.
Thank you, Bob.
So then we have these little tiny ones.
And so you can forge it so that they become real little. And actually, one of the hardest things to avoid is something that is moving slow.
And staggers.
Right? But you can also make them really big.
And that's just skulls.
And that's just skulls. There's different kind of fireballs, meteors,
Armor.
armor. There's one I just really can't wait for people to see.
I think I know the one you're talking about.
But we're gonna hold it and wait till people make videos.
We'll hold
but-
that one in.
Yes. But pretty much a lot of the modifiers that you'll see throughout invasions can also be turned into a talisman. And so it gives you this additional power outlet or that you can use during fights. And you can actually even 2-in-1 into talismans as well. So it's a lot of fun. It's an additional level of power to help you advance through this adventure that we call invasions.
Awesome. And say it like that every time.
Invasions.
Awesome. So we do have some questions from that we've kind of scoured to find. So I'm just going to give you some rapid fire.
Hit
ones.
me. Let's do
Give
it.
me as much information as you can or will.
Okay, you got it.
Does my level reset each season?
Yes, your invasions level will reset each season. You will start back at level 1. The cap for a season is level 30.
Cool.
Yep.
Are invasions how I unlock cameos, skins, and gear and stuff?
Yes, but not exclusively how you unlock them. Just playing the game, you're unlocking cameos, so you're not required to just go and do invasions to unlock it. You can unlock them through playing online matches. We wanted to make sure that players were being rewarded for playing the modes they want to be playing, and also playing as the characters they want to be playing. We have 2 reward structures. Okay, we have more than that, but 2 passive ones. We have what's called Profile Mastery, which is your level profile going up no matter what you do, and you're unlocking items through that. And then you also have Character Mastery, where you're playing as Sub-Zero, you want stuff for Sub-Zero, you're getting stuff for Sub-Zero for playing Sub-Zero.
I'm getting it.
Yeah. And so each character has a mastery reward system, and so do cameos. So whatever cameos you want to play as, guess what? You're getting rewards for them as you're just playing with them.
Got it. So, online warriors, you can get your stuff.
Yep.
You love doing the offline stuff. You get your stuff.
Yep.
You do them both. You get your stuff.
Yep.
Yes.
Awesome.
Just play the game.
That's all you need to do. What happens when a season ends?
Oh.
When you vanquish.
I know.
Or not.
Well,
If you couldn't finish it.
So what happens is we lock the content, or we make it kind of go away for a week. We want to have a down period between seasons so people can be like, whew, I can relax for
Breathe
a
a little
bit.
bit.
I can relax. And then what will happen is there will be 2 mesas that are still available to you. One is the Gateway Mesa, again, the constant changing content, things like that. So if you still want something to play during the downtime, that's there. But then there's also the Wuxi Academy. The Wuxi Academy is a practice mesa where you can respec your points, you can try different loadouts and things like that, and that'll be available to you as well.
Dig it.
Cool.
I mean, we kind of already touched on this. Do you have to play as one character in the invasion?
No, you can switch characters at any point. You have one global invasion level, and all your characters are leveling at the same time. So you might reach like a level 15 content. Guess what? All your characters are that level, so it's not like, oh, I have to level this character up to even beat this. Nope, that is
Super
not
helpful.
Yes,
Super
you can
helpful.
switch at any point. Were you
Yeah,
gonna say?
like what I did when I was playing this weekend is I had Katana as my roster character, and I would switch my cameos constantly. And you can also have different loadouts. So like, if I wanted to switch to Sindel, she can have a different talisman.
Yep.
And that kind of stuff. So
Awesome.
you can if you want to. You also could stick to one character. It's really up to you.
Yeah.
Dig it. Is Invasions an online feature? Always online
Yes,
feature?
it is an online feature.
Gotta be connected.
Because you're getting rewards, right? And so we need to make sure and validate that you're getting those rewards and that content. Yes.
Got it. Is there a match for each stage in Invasions?
Is there a match for each
Map.
Oh, a map.
A mesa.
So we are only showing 6 mesas for, or well, technically 8 for season 1. And again, each season we'll try to bring in a new mesa or new map, and then we'll shuffle them around, change things up, so it's new content.
Sure. Do I have to pay for Invasions each season?
No, it's seasonal content. I know when people hear the word seasonal, they think that there's something to pay for. No, of course, it's free content. You don't pay for Invasions.
Is there a battle pass? Kind of already talked.
No, we do not have a battle pass.
We
There's
have
no
the other ways of.
We have passive reward structures,
Yep.
no battle
Got it.
pass.
Is there MTX in Invasions?
There is no MTX in Invasions, so you cannot pay your way through it. You cannot pay to get rewards or things like that. No.
Exclusive seasonal items.
Yes, there are exclusive seasonal items. Like people have been asking, or I've seen on the Twitters, if getting that scorpion skin is how, or if Invasions is how I get that scorpion skin, I'm gonna play it, and it is. And there's a lot of other cool ones in there too.
If I miss something during a season, can I still get it?
You're gonna have to wait till that season comes back.
Got it. That's all the questions
That's
I
it.
have. Yeah.
That's it. So,
I have one thing to add that I've seen a lot of people mention.
yeah.
Classic towers where you unlock your arcade ladder ending and all that are still in the game
Yep.
too.
We have that too.
Right.
Which I will do every single one of them.
Yeah.
As I always do. Awesome. Anything else you'd like to add? I mean, I think that was a pretty good rundown.
I think we covered a lot. No, I think I'm good. But let's maybe show the season opener.
Let's do that. Let's show the
Okay,
season
season
opener.
opener.
Season 1.
The Scorpion invading our timeline also lost his wife and son to Quan Chi's murderous machinations. Consumed by grief, he searched them all to find another Harumi with whom he could rebuild his family. But in timeline after timeline, he arrived too late. Harumi was already dead. When Scorpion reached ours, he was crushed to find that, though alive, Harumi was wedded to Kuai Liang. Thwarted yet again, Scorpion's frustration exploded into rage. He has vowed to burn this entire timeline. If he cannot have Harumi, no one will.
Okay, spooky, huh?
Terrifying. So spooky.
Scorpion, he's really angry.
It's ominous, you know. So that's super cool.
Yeah.
Have a nice opening to the season.
Yes, and each season will have an opening of the invading force, right? And there are no jumping spiders. There's no jumping spiders. So
good to know.
Yes.
And if you manage to reach the boss and defeat them, you get a cinematic ending to go with it, which is really cool.
We like to give you a conclusion.
Super awesome.
Yeah.
We're going to show you some characters today. Reiko's coming.
Reiko.
Right.
Did I say it right?
You
that
said
time?
it wrong.
Reiko.
It's still Reiko. So Raker, you've done it to me.
Got him.
Reiko. People on Twitter have been asking, like, hey, we have any grapplers? And if we want to have one, here one is.
Yeah.
He does have some stuff you can do from distance, but really getting in front of Reiko, being right in his face, is probably not the best bet for you.
Yeah, he's a brawler.
Absolutely.
There's no nuance here. There's no finesse. He's just a street fighter.
Just in your face, beat the crap out.
Put him in the grinder.
Grinder.
Grinder don't stop.
Grinder don't stop.
All right, so what I like to start out with here, he's got his back too. We're going to do some normals real quickly.
Sure.
Just a spinning back fist.
It's
Boom.
pretty fast.
Highly advantageous. So you throw that out there, you might throw it out again, you might go for a command grab. Lots of stuff you can do off of that. Not a combo move, just a very fast pressure move. What I love to use for two, which is an overhead. Also pretty quick. Are you going to get that confused with this?
Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe.
I sure do. But what's it doing? Putting you right there in front again.
Right.
Putting
For
you
the grinder.
Right for the grinder, exactly. Now here's the interesting thing about his some of his other normals. I said he had some distant stuff. So like usually you're thinking like here.
Yeah.
He can actually start things from here with this like energy he has coming off his stuff. So you can start things from here.
That's really good distance.
Yeah.
So he actually covers a little more distance than you might actually think he does. So this thing right here,
Bam.
good for long range.
And notice how that would complement the overhead flow.
Yes, exactly. And then you also have like something like this.
Okay.
Just a big knockdown. It's your forward four. My go-to move, like say for a punish or to start things, is this right here. And then you can link that into this move, things like that. So that's just a forward 1-2, quick punches, kind of a good punisher, good way to start.
It seems like
combos.
he's almost always in the right range.
He does feel like he is, doesn't he?
He's got a lot of tools that it just seems like he's always in the right range.
Go ahead and jump at me.
Bam.
So 3, just standing 3. Pretty good anti-air. As you can see, it covers a lot.
It's almost hitting the health bar.
Right. It almost knocking the health bar down. So if you can read its jump, that's a pretty good anti-air, I would say. I've been using it a lot for one.
Yeah.
I really enjoy that. Let's talk about grabs.
Okay.
He has just this sweet grab, and you can do it, there. And you can actually pick the side you want to go to as well.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
For 2 bars,
2 bars.
it does a lot more damage. It does about 210. Costs 2 bars. You can also choose the side you want to go onto as well. So I can do I'm going to go over here.
Okay.
So
Put
back
him in the
and forth.
corner, get out of the corner,
out of the
if you're in
corner.
the corner.
And are you still almost at range with that kick too afterwards?
Oh, sure. Yeah. So boom, you're
Bam. Yeah.
right back in there.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Super awesome there. He also has, from returning,
Mortal Kombat 4.
He's
have
got to have his
stars.
throwing stars.
Yeah.
and then the EX version, of course.
I love that.
The circle
yeah.
comes out.
I love that.
Which is awesome. Probably one of my favorite moves, just visually, is this. He has this slide tackle. It just comes into some ground and pound.
He's just pummeling your face.
It is his armor move.
Oh, really? Cool.
So it can. I mean, I love it as an armor move. Like
Right.
you don't combo after it, but
Right.
like the amount of times that hits when someone pushes a button, and then guess what?
And he's also advancing forward quite a bit.
Yes,
So
and
that's
then
very good for
He's
an armor.
still in range.
Get right back in there. Also have a low slide.
Oh, jeez. So
Which okay?
I was going to say, so, I mean, he can close in the distance
Yes.
Very
multiple ways,
Yes.
either with an armor to slide or that slide.
You can also turn it into a knee,
What?
which you can combo after as well. You can also EX it, pardon, into I missed it, but combos after that
Yeah.
as well. Still kind of working on this one, but you can do the slide into other combos. So he has a lot of sort of rangy stuff he can do, high, low, get in his face, do some grabs. Not I wouldn't say he's your typical air opponent.
Right.
Like you can definitely, he has stuff, you know, you can get down close to him again, do that. But generally, he loves being firmly planted on the ground, I would say.
And then punching you in the face.
He loves punching you in the face. Now, I've chosen Scorpion. I want to show Scorpion a little bit as his cameo. Scorpion has some neat things. So let's say you're pressuring me, like knock me down. I'm super scared. What do?
What are you gonna do, bud?
I'm gonna try to back out and get. Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm pushing the wrong button.
I was gonna say I'm watching you pressing the wrong button.
Well, there's his throw. So I can actually be pulled back by Scorpion. Mm-hmm. So it's a defensive cameo maneuver.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Oh, you hit me out of it. Boom. I'm back. Now I can maybe go back to Shuriken, kind of, you know, readjust, figure out what I'm doing wrong, that sort of thing. Also has this cool overhead, which you can do, you know,
into a crumple.
Yep.
Just throw after it if I want to. You can put it into combos. I don't use it in combos as much with Reiko, but I'm sure there's a lot of places it does.
Yes.
If they're in the air and you do it, it does have a bounce mechanic as well. Maybe we can show that if I can get it. Try to jump for me. It might not work for me. No. One more time.
Yeah, you got it.
So yeah, you can do a bounce as well. One thing I forgot that I'm very excited about, because you know I do this a lot in games, is I love parries.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So let's show the parry real quick. The first one, just a knockdown. Now if you EX it, I messed up, sorry. You can then turn it into combo.
Nice.
Into like full.
Look at you, Lanny.
That one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So you can turn your EX parry into a combo.
That's very cool.
Super cool. Back to Scorpion.
Okay.
He also has this move where he can. I already did that one. Sorry. Throw fire out. Right.
Spitting hot fire.
You can start doing combos off of that, right? It can go different ranges as well. So I can do something. Let me think like this. Let me try it again. Sorry.
What? Whoa!
Nice, you got it.
Way to go, Lanny!
So I put him to the other side, pop up, goes for there. So Scorpion, definitely a lot of things you can do, definitely for combo stuff, also for safety.
Yes.
Big time for safety. I think we should probably go to his Fatal Blow.
Okay.
Because his Fatal Blow is very interesting. If he does it regular, it's a grab. What do you do if someone's going to do a Fatal Blow to you that's a grab? What's one thing you would do?
You jump.
You should
Everyone knows
try
that.
Everyone knows that.
Try jumping.
Nope.
So if you hold up during, it will do an air grab.
That's awesome.
But it won't grab on the ground.
Right.
If you hold it regular, it'll grab on the ground. There we are, Reiko.
Yep.
That was Reiko?
Reiko.
Did I say it right this time?
You're getting closer.
I'm gonna get it.
That's Reiko.
Yeah.
Grappler's best friend.
In your face.
Super in your face. But now we're going to show what is the pre-order character, which we've been excited to show for a bit. Stephanie, you've been working with some Shang Tsung.
Yes, he's very exciting. I think this is a really, really cool take on Shang.
Everybody Shang Tsung tonight.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
What kind of people want to play Shang Tsung?
Well, Shang Tsung has always, for 30 years, been kind of a tricky character. He,
ground fireballs from like
different
MK3.
kind of zoning tools, the ability to morph into the opponent. He's always been a character that really rewards knowledge, and I think that's been brought into this game in a really cool, fresh way.
Awesome.
One of the new things about him is he wears these claws that have poison tubes attached to them. He's in Liu Kang's new era. He's still a sorcerer, but he's also more of a scientist, like an alchemist or a scientist into like poisons and potions and stuff like that.
So Liu Kang turned him into an evil genius now?
Yeah.
Oops.
Mistakes happen.
Kind of the Outworld Court's almost like a Rasputin, like a weirdo advisor that's into kind of the mystic arts, but also weird experimentation and stuff like that, which I think is a really fresh, cool take on the character.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So let's check out his gameplay.
Let's jump in it, yeah.
First thing we'll talk about is the claws, which you can kind of expect he uses in a lot of his normal attacks. Like instead of a sweep kick, he uses his claws. They give him pretty good range. He has a bunch of slashing normals. He's got this back one that acts as a pop-up.
Yeah, I am a big fan of the claw trail. It's pretty badass.
Yeah, it looks really cool. One of his key strings I'd like to show is his forward 4, which is this triple kick. Really good range, pretty quick mid. I think it's going to be one of his kind of key normals.
Knocks away.
Yeah. And then let's check out his throw, which I'm a huge fan of because it reminds me of Mortal Kombat 3.
It does.
That's one of my favorite takes on Shang Tsung.
It's awesome. I love when we have those little throwbacks in there.
You can also see he has this quick overhead. It doesn't pop up or lead to combos, but it's pretty fast, and it's going to lead to a knockdown. And here's a really interesting twist on Shang Tsung that I can't wait to talk about. So, you know, there's always a debate. Some people like him when he's an old man. Some people like him when he's young.
Right.
Why not both? At any time during a fight, Shang Tsung can morph into an old version.
That's cool.
And this drastically changes his move list.
Like how?
Well, for example, when he's young, his 2-4 is a knockdown. When he's old, 2-4 becomes a low.
Do you think it's because he can't stretch that much in there?
It might be.
Another example, back 1-2 is a pop-up. When he's old, it's a mid that knocks down. However, his overhead becomes a low combo starter.
Interesting. It's because he's just not as flexible old.
And his forward 4 string is significantly longer and has more hits.
That's cool.
Another neat thing is, this is not meant to be something that you have to set up, switching back and forth. It's not something that you need to cover your base. It's meant to be very quick, and it's something you should be going in and out constantly.
Cool.
So in addition, you can see it's pretty quick. You can also do it in the air.
Oh, neat, yeah.
And you can do it in the middle of a combo.
What?
And it's extremely fast.
That's
Wow.
You can also switch.
That's just swaggy. Like, this
and
is
then
cool.
finish combos. Here's an example.
Oh.
So I'm actually inputting it, hitting the morph, and then switching at the end of the combo automatically, and I can go straight into a combo.
Wow.
There's gonna be some cool stuff the community does with
Oh
this.
yeah, which I'll show more when we get into his special moves.
Oh, okay.
So let's go into his special moves.
Sure.
Straight off the bat, you expect it. It'd be weird if he didn't have it. He has the flaming
Absolutely.
skulls. He can do the double.
And he's like in his classic pose too, which
Exactly.
I love.
He also has an EX version that kind of starts off as a kind of reference to his 3D fireball from Deadly
Yeah, I was
Alliance.
gonna say Deadly Alliance, yeah.
He can also do a fireball in the air. And then
He's just controlling everything.
Yes. Then he has a new move using his claw, which is a claw slash.
Oh.
It's a great combo ender. The EX version has armor, so it's kind of his anti-pressure tool.
Super cool.
Another new move, which again reminds you of MK3, is Bed of Nails.
Awesome.
He summons these, flips backwards. It's like an escape tool if you want to get back to zoning. You can do it as an anti-air. You think they're going to jump. They're going to land on
Splat.
a bed of nails, which is a really painful way to land from your jump.
That's super cool.
And then he also has the ability to morph into his opponent.
He's doing all the morphing.
Yes.
It's morphing time for him.
He can also morph back.
And so will you time out after a while, or?
Yes. He
Okay.
can either morph back on his own, or he'll time out.
Gotcha.
Now, as an old man, his special moveset completely changes. Instead of these straight fireballs, he has a ground fireball.
Oh, it's like his classic. Ah, that is like, I love it.
Instead of the multiple kind of claw move, he has a single one that covers significantly more space. And this is also an armored move. Instead of the bed of nails, he has this injector, where he actually implants you with an injection of poison that mutates you, and then knocks you away. Now this has an EX version that is super, super cool. He'll inject you, morph into the opponent, their restand, and then he actually gets a damage buff where he's Scorpion, but he'll be doing even more damage.
That's pretty nasty.
A better Scorpion
Exactly.
than the Scorpion. Yep.
And he has an air fireball of his own, which is like a jumping version of the classic ground skull.
Right. Oh, so cool.
Fill in the screen with skulls.
Yes.
Is there anything he can't do?
He's pretty awesome. So one thing I wanted to show is the different ways that you can combo.
Oh, yeah.
So you could do stuff like, normally you just combo into this. You can morph mid-string and then do a special move. Another example.
Oh, what?
So I was able to start as young, go into a combo string, do a special move as old Shang, then do the restand with a morph. So 2 different morphs in one combo.
Wow.
Very, very cool.
That's a lot.
Yeah, Tyler's not going to play this character, that's what I know.
Well, one really wonderful thing about him is, while there's a ton of depth, he's actually not super hard to play because the moveset, the inputs are the same between young and old. So the fireballs, he has 2 different types of fireballs, but they'll always be down forward 1. Or the bed of nails move is down back 3, and the injector's down back 3. So, you know, the
They
depth.
translate
Yeah, it
perfectly fine.
translates it's very intuitive while also having a lot of depth to it. So there's a lot to think about, but you're thinking about what you want to do, not how to do it, which I think is a really neat design decision.
So I'd play him like young first round, second round old, and then my canon would be the second round took place 60 years later.
You could do that, but I really think when you get used to him, it's going to be super effective to be going back and forth. I think that's going to be the idea.
And
so
it's really
fast.
easy to do. It's just down, down, left trigger,
It's
right?
just down and left trigger.
Oh, just
So
down, right.
He is not meant to be challenging to play. The challenge is how you apply the tools. The tools themselves are not meant to be overly challenging.
Gotcha.
And the strings, when you're morphing, it's very lenient. Like, you input it, and then once the special move's about to come out, that's when the morph happens.
Okay.
Very
Let's
cool.
talk about the cameo I chose, because I chose
Yeah,
Shujinko.
yeah, he popped out for a second, but we haven't seen him since.
He's one of the coolest cameos in the game. Shujinko has no unique moves. Instead, he duplicates moves depending on who the opponent is using.
A good mix-up with Shang Tsung and Tsujinko. They're both,
Exactly.
they're both taking stuff.
So
yeah.
just like Deception, he's able to just watch people fight, learn, take after them, and then copy their moves. So his throw...
This is a lot to take in right now.
His throw actually changes every opponent. So he is using Scorpion's forward 4 attack as his throw.
Okay.
He also, if you look at his meter, it's actually different than everyone else.
Yeah.
So he starts out with no ability to use his cameo at all. You call him in, and he will start meditating, and you can see his cameo bar is filling up.
Yep.
Once it's filled, he now has access to moves. So
What moves does he have access to?
I can call him out, and he can do Scorpion's rope spin.
Very
he gets
cool.
1 charge of it. You can see 1 charge went away. Now I need to recharge him, so I can call him in using his Apep punch. And he'll begin to meditate. You can see he's building his meter back.
Now as a player, I'm like, I want to hit him to get him out of there.
Right.
I don't want him meditating anymore.
And I can call him out if I think you're going to hit him.
Okay.
So now with 2 charges, I can do his second move, which is, you know, it had to be this.
Oh,
Get over here.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
so could you do a double get over here?
Yes, you could.
Mind blown.
And there's
This
the
timeline's
conquest.
crazy.
Another way to charge him up. And then he gets his move. And you can also, like, you can have him come out, be next to you, and at any time he can peace out. So you're going to want to protect him on screen while building up. Then once the meter's built up, you can call him at any time.
So sometimes I'll use cameo as a barrier for me to take a hit so I don't have to.
Yes, you could
For
do
you,
that.
you want to be a barrier for him so he doesn't take the
Exactly.
hit. Yeah.
And let's go into the X-ray.
So inept.
Oh.
There's a lot there.
Wow.
There's a
Yeah.
lot there.
Okay.
So he infects you with Tarkata? Or
Yeah,
is-
that's what he's been experimenting on for the Queen. So he's supposedly
he just
trying to
walks
find-
around with diseases.
He's a nasty guy.
What kind of person is this?
I-
Well,
yeah.
big shock here, not to spoil too much, Shang Tsung's kind of a schemer. He's kind of evil.
Kind of a schemer.
He always has been evil. You
Yeah.
are correct. So
That's
this is just a
Shang.
new level of evil. Man.
Let's take a look at you. Have one more thing you'd like to show.
Yeah, just a really neat scenario with Shujinko I'd like to show off.
Okay.
So, as I've explained, he has the ability to copy moves from the opponent. If you use Shujinko against Shang Tsung, the first move he can steal is the classic fireball,
What you would expect.
which you'd kind of expect. But his level 2 move, he steals the ability to morph. And he will morph into Shang Tsung's cameo. And then I have access to cameo Kung Lao's moves.
That's a lot to take in right there.
It's very neat.
That's a lot to take in.
And that even includes the cameo throw. So I morph into Kung Lao, and then I can use all of his moves and his throw. It's just a fun little scenario in that match that I thought would be really cool to show.
There was a lot of morphing going on right here.
Yeah.
Wow!
That was great. The people out there who like just have like that encyclopedic brain of characters and moves are going to enjoy this a lot.
Yeah, I think it's such a cool way to do Shujinko too. You know, from the Conquest Mode and Deception, how we would learn all those moves. It's so neat.
Really cool.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Not a lot left today, but we do have a fight that QA put together. Might be a crown jewel.
It's pretty great, and they use Melina, so
Yeah,
a
we're
good
just-
peek at her.
Melina versus Shang Tsung. There we go. There we go.
Whoa.
yeah.
You thought you were just going to skip over that, bud?
I'm gonna try to.
Not today.
Fair.
All right, so we've got birthday shout-outs.
By the way, I did them when you were gone in Germany.
Oh, yeah. Probably
I
just
did.
not as good.
I don't think it was good.
I mean, did you have your thing that loud?
No, that's not. I
See?
nope.
Not as
I
loud.
literally turned
no.
it down. Yes.
Anyway, here we go. I know I'm going to mess up somebody's name, but what else is new? All right, happy birthday, Eric Kyander, Jason Sun, Michael Bellapani, Daria here's the first one I mess up. Coday, there we go. Steve Baran, happy birthday, Steve. You're the best. Jake Hong, we'll go with. Marty Schultz, Josh Williams, Rob Perluzzo. Okay. Mike Tyrannimal and Jim O'Leary. Happy birthday! See, that was a
Excellent.
short
That
one.
was short. That was
See,
short.
it's easy.
We do have that fight to show. Crown Jewel, like really, probably maybe my favorite fight that QA's put together. I mean, they've all been great. This one's super cool.
And we're going to show that.
We're gonna show that right now. Then after that, people been asked for it. We'll do one match. belt battle.
Oh, we're actually belt battling.
One match, and I left the belt downstairs.
Up.
So there we go.
All right.
So let's show that fight.
Cool.
Here we go.
Shang Tsung with Goro, that's canon, and Melina with Darius.
Well, now I'm kind of worried about this is going to look way better than what I'm going to do in this belt battle.
I think that's a foregone conclusion.
Whatever. I mean, no, that's way cooler. Damn it!
What'd you expect?
QA, they're always so good.
I think this fight will do a great job showcasing Shang morphing between young and old. It's really neat mechanic.
And just the thing, those just sort of like back and forth fireball pop-ups that people love to see.
You can see Melina using her new air roll. And she has 2 different kind of teleports in this game. And I love that energy effect when she uses her powers.
Oh yeah, no, she's a lot of fun to play.
Yeah. Oh, swinging him around. Nice.
So cool.
Oh, big jump over.
Oh, the morph. Oop.
I'll never tire of the breakers that are with each of the cameos.
It's so
so
fun.
cool.
I love Stryker using his taser.
I love that even throw breaks have their own animation for each character, which is super cool.
There's some classic Melina, if you've ever seen it.
Oh, nice. Goro's out.
Oh, what a classic couple.
Yep.
I love it.
Still working together after 30 years. They have a great working
They
relationship.
sure do.
This will be the end of this round.
Maybe.
I'm pretty confident. She's not going to get back up.
There you go. Well, she already has. Wait a minute.
Now she has double Tarkatan.
Ooh, all right.
She's twice as sick.
All right. Oh, I feel bad.
1-1.
Big jump in.
Oh.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh. Got the low sigh. That was one of my favorite additions from KX for her.
Oh, okay.
Big
Calls
Goro
in
backhand. Yep.
Swinging around Darius. Love it. Leave her alone.
Oh, big punish. Omelet
Omelet
toss.
toss.
Oh my gosh.
Now Melina has Fatal Blow. She has not used it. It would definitely kill.
That overhead low there. Ooh. That's overkill.
Yeah, that was not necessary.
Finish him.
Oh no. I don't think this is going to go well for Shang.
Fatality. Melina wins.
Excellent fight.
There was a lot going on there. Ugh.
And now we just to close off the stream and to get ready for the release of Mortal Kombat 1, we're gonna have a belt battle. I know some folks are probably pushing their button to log off right now.
Yeah. People are logging off right now.
But those who've asked for it,
They're getting it.
they're sticking around.
Today.
So we're gonna do, who you playing?
Melina.
And
Sonya.
okay, I'll be playing General Shao and Motaro.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so you just went full on bigs.
Full on bigs.
All right.
Let's go ahead and go to it.
Okay.
All right, here we go. One match.
One match?
One match.
One match.
One match to
Years
rule them
of
all.
build-up here.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Round one.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
just random roll to start
Of course.
the fight.
What else would I do?
Vintage Derek, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, nice.
Tyler just trying to do it all in one combo.
That was a good start. I love that you just did the roll again.
Of
That's
course
great.
I'm going to.
Oh my god.
That's all I need.
So far, this is exactly what you wanted.
No.
Ooh, nice. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Uh-oh.
Called in Sonya. Very good. One of the best ways to beat a ground pound is to not be on the ground. Nice use of Sonya cameo. Oh, very good block.
Oh no!
I thought that was gonna hit you in the air.
Oh
I really did.
man.
Round two.
How disappointing.
Repost first round. See if Tyler can get out of the corner. Yep. Oh,
Nope, messed up though.
messed up the combo. Now he's still stuck in the corner.
No.
Oh,
Backs
Yo.
away. Big back two.
Come on, you knew that was gonna come.
Derek is what I would call unconditional.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not a terrible trait to have in a fighting game. There's a lot of people have won tournaments doing that. Oh, big combo. That
go.
ends it.
Yeah, look at
All
that.
there you go. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Who do you? I'm gonna try to do it again. Don't worry.
I know.
Energy rings.
Oh, come on.
Oh, big low.
Oh, come on.
All right.
How did you know
Tyler's
that was
figured
gonna
it
happen?
out.
Oh, jeez. I'm into the Lansdowne
Yeah.
blender. Ha!
The no mix up, mix up.
Oh, crap.
Good
Oh,
block.
jeez. All right, here we go.
Oh, big whiff there.
No!
Got the pressure going.
What? Okay, we knew that was happening.
Yeah. I think you went to that well like 10 too many times.
Yep.
It's not looking good.
Nope, it's not looking good at all. No, dang
Could
you,
not
Lanny!
survive. Went for the armor, but could not actually survive it. Oh, come on.
Dang you, Lanny. I like what you did there. I may have done too many balls in a row.
Yeah, I think after maybe the seventh time, you might have wanted to stop.
Nah.
And
It
No
just felt right.
regrets?
It felt right.
let's
It felt
be
right.
totally fair. You've had a little less time to play matches.
It's true.
Yeah.
You saw Invasions, right? There's
Yeah,
a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, there's some stuff there.
everyone, thank you so much for joining you. It's been for joining us.
Yeah.
It's been a great time doing these. Games coming out.
If you haven't pre-ordered, pre-order.
I cannot wait to see everybody play.
If you want this sweet Shang Tsung, pre-order.
We're so excited. From all of us, thank you so much for joining us on the Kombat Cast. We'll see you next time.